Hi there, this is David and welcome back to Let's Play Legend Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. Last time we had our famous concert. Our families came into town to enjoy the festival. And today we are going to be doing our dance out under the moonlight and the starlight with the bonfires blaring. Nice. And I guess it wasn't log cabins that they were building. They actually were going to build a bonfire. Oh, well, very pretty. Looks like everybody's here. Oh, Mother and Grandfather are still here. My dad, too. And my brother, though I can't imagine why. Elliot, Crow, I just wanted to thank you for everything that you've done for us.
You mean for the concert?
What brought that on? You got so serious there, I was getting kind of scared.
It's just that our performance today never would have been possible without the two of you guiding it along. I wanted to make sure that you knew how much I appreciate you doing that.
Damn, man. Is making people feel awkward a hobby of yours or something?
Aw, it's no big deal. Besides, it was a real team effort. Everyone played a part. I mean, look at you. You were a fountain of good advice through this whole thing. And honestly, I should be the one thanking everyone. You all helped me rediscover just how much music means to me. Because it's not just about performing by myself. It's about performing together, playing off each other's strengths to make something wonderful. So I should be the one thanking you. This never would have happened if I didn't come to this academy.
Holy hell, are you guys trying to see who can make me cringe the hardest?
Elliot, my boy, your father's arms are ready and waiting for you to leap into them. Oh, his dad is so nice. I don't know why Elliot's so standoffish about
Does
him.
he always have to say that stuff so loudly? Sorry, I'll see you later, okay?
Yeah, later. Oh, there's nothing wrong with a loving father. This year's festival's been a blast. I'm kind of hoping we can do the same thing next year, too. Though, who knows if Class 7's even going to exist next year. Crow?
Oh, yeah. Generally, people stay in the same class from their first day to their graduation, but Class 7's basically one giant exception to everything the school's ever done, so who knows?
I guess that has its pluses and its minuses, but no matter what, it's not going to be the same. We won't have you.
If I manage to graduate, at least. Barring any nasty surprises, I'll be in Class 7 till the end of the month. Which means our time as classmates is almost up.
Now that you mention it, yeah. We'll have to see if we can throw you a farewell party around the end of the month then. Can't let you off easy.
Come on, it's no big deal. Trust me, you're still gonna see more than enough of me next year. Sure, I'll have moved out of the dorms, but I'll be sure to stop by once a week to steal some of Sharon's cooking.
You better. Oh, by the way, I'm not going to have to call you Mr. Armburst or anything after you graduate, am I? I mean, we've spent so much time together that treating me like a proper adult just wouldn't feel right.
Of course not. And if I ever catch you calling me Mr. Armbrust again, I'm gonna smack you. Oh, yeah, guess it's about time I gave you this back.
Was that the money that you stole from me at the beginning of the game? Yeah, it looks like it. I completely forgot about it. You've done so much for me since then, saving Elise, helping with the concert. Compared to all that, 50 mirror is nothing.
The feeling's mutual. Besides, I never return the mirror that I borrow. Makes that coin extra special. So go on, take it.
Aww, that's so sweet. Oh, by the way, you know there was interest on this, right? How much do you suppose you really owe me after half a year?
Oh man, what kind of racket are you running here anyway? I thought you were supposed to be a good kid.
Well, there's this one second year who's taught me a thing or two about making money. To be honest, it feels kind of lonely to think that everything between us is completely settled and done with. So what do you say? You still owe me?
swear, the things I do for love. All right, you'll get your stupid interest someday. Maybe.
It's like 50, possibly be like $1. I mean, give me a break. God, the interest that I get at the bank is like 0.01%. It's ridiculous. It's like not even worth it. Though the online banking accounts are still, they're a little bit better, maybe 1%. I remember whenever it used to be like 5 or 6%. That was actually, you know, somewhat useful. You could actually make a decent amount of money putting it in savings, but nowadays you gotta buy stocks, which is volatile, but yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Alphen, I am drawn to the party before us like a moth to a flame, like a starving man to a banquet, like beauty to me. What say you we grace the dancers with the gift of our company?
It's as though you read my mind.
Come now, don't waste your time watching. It's time to dance.
No need to worry about formalities tonight. Let's all relax, enjoy ourselves, and maybe let a few secrets slip.
Okay, looks like Sharon
Allow
and
me,
the pawn shop.
Sharon, before every red-blooded boy in this school lines up for a chance.
I thought that was the pawn shop owner for a second.
It would be my honor.
Madam Chairman, might I have this dance?
Of course. Given that our former partners left the dance all too soon, we seem to make for an appropriate pair.
I suppose you're right.
Instructor, I cannot thank you enough for all you've done for my daughter. I can, however, ask you for the pleasure of this dance.
Really? Ooh, he's just my type, too. Oh, just talking to myself. Well, I'll be dancing with all my little kittens by the end of the night. But I suppose I can let you take the first dance.
Well, I don't mind. But seeing you in that dress is enough to make any guy feel intimidated.
They waste no time, do they?
It's no surprise that my grandfather made a beeline for Sharon, but I never expected to see Mother dancing.
In some ways, it seems as though they're younger than we are.
Nah, they're just embarrassed. Got some little jitters going on. Ugh, back to this brother-sister love fest. It's so creepy. Looks like everyone's having fun, though. Shall we join them?
You've given me more than enough of your time already today. Between showing me around and your incredible concert, you must be exhausted. And besides, I'm sure there's someone else you'd rather dance with here. Why not ask them instead?
Someone else? Well, can't deny that. Let's go, Gaius! The only person I can think of is...
Is... who? Is something wrong?
No, it's just that I was thinking of a male friend of mine.
I never would have imagined you were into that sort of thing.
Oh, what sort of thing?
The sort that fills young maidens' hearts with joy and heads with dreams.
Your Highness.
Good evening, Reen. What a joy this is, especially considering that Class 7 has no lack of fine gentlemen. Ooh, there are so many wonderful potential pairings that I hardly know where to start. Your Highness, please.
Is this what the head of the literature club was writing about? How did I not connect the dots until now? Elise, is this kind of thing popular over at St. Estrella?
Well... Oh, Reen, you're so precious. Rare is the woman who could deny herself a honeyed sip from this wellspring of fantasy.
Just try and drown yourselves. Anyway, I'll be back later. Please excuse me, Your Highness. Maybe I should have taken matters into my own hands.
By the looks of it, you still might have a chance. Your Highness, please!
Hey, Gaius. Reen? Were you not spending the evening with your sister? I was until I asked her to dance. She turned me down flat and sent me off. What about you? Toma and Cheryl decided to go dance, so I just saw them off. I was thinking about getting away from all the excitement, though. I think I need a little rest after all that we've done. That makes two of us. All I want right now is a place to sit and a nice cold drink. Mind if I join you? Not at all. I appreciate the company. Okay, let's go find a spot to relax. What? I wanted to dance with Gaius. What is this crap? I don't want to sit in a corner with him. This is bullshit. No, let's go dancing, come on. I can cut a rug, good as any guy. I actually do. I go out dancing quite often, to clubs and stuff. I mean, I do live in Las Vegas, for God's sake.
Look how much fun they're having dancing together. I was worried that they'd tired themselves out with the journey here. But it seems I made the right choice by inviting them.
I'll say, it's a shame Sheeta and Lily couldn't join them, though.
They're still a little too young. But I would like to bring them here one day, if I get the chance.
I'm sure they'd be thrilled. Thinking back on it now, it's hard to believe that it's almost been half a year since we found ourselves in
Time
Nord.
really flies.
It must feel like longer for you than it does for me, too.
I suppose it would. I'll always be nostalgic for the winds of Nord. But to be honest, I can't say that I feel all that homesick.
Really?
Erebonia is my home.
You mean...
I've spent over half a year at the academy, surrounded by some of my dearest friends. This country is every bit as important to me as Nord is. I wouldn't think twice about calling it my second home.
That's a big-hearted statement to make.
I have all of you to thank for making me feel that way. I really do feel blessed. There aren't many people who can say they have two homes to love equally.
I had no idea you thought so much of this country. Not only does that fill me with pride as an Erebonian, but it warms my heart as your friend. This country's changing. There's nothing that we can do about that. But hopefully as a class, we can help turn it into a country that we can really be proud of.
I have no doubt about that. I'm happy to have you as a classmate, Reen.
I feel the same way. Okay. Hey, we get... Ooh! Like Bette Midler!
Elise?
Claire?
Good evening, Captain. You must be exhausted.
Oh, well, it's not as though I performed on stage in front of an auditorium full of people or anything. I really enjoyed your concert, by the way. That's the kind of thing that makes me proud to be an alumni.
Oh, what? You were a student here? That's right, I was part of the Academy's 216th graduating class, and since you'll be part of its 221st, I suppose that makes me 5 years your senior. I had no idea. Why didn't you mention it until just now? Given that we only ever met while you were on your field studies, it didn't seem pertinent. Besides, once people graduate, they tend to leave their ties in the school behind, especially here at Thor's. Because it's a military academy? Exactly. Roughly 40% of the graduates here go on to join the military. Not always the same branch or even the same army, about 30% join the Imperial Army and 10% go to a provincial force. Students who are best friends one day might find themselves enemies the next. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to kill your happy mood like this, but I'm sure you're well aware of what may lie ahead, that we're teetering on the brink of an era of upheaval. I'm aware. Does this have something to do with the issues in Crossbow that we've been hearing about? Yes, amongst other things, it seems as though everyone on the continent is ready to go to war with everybody else. But that's why it's so important that we're able to stand strong no matter what happens. Though, judging by how well Class 7 has performed in the field studies, I'm sure you'll all be fine in that regard. Here's hoping that I get the chance to help you out sometime again, even if I'll have to be careful not to draw the ire of that instructor of yours while I'm doing so. I'm just glad to know that you have her back. Thank you for that. Oh, you're quite welcome. Please excuse me for a moment. Yeah, what's going on? Oh, okay. Oh, huh. Sounds serious. I'm afraid I have to excuse myself. What the hell? Must be something with the royal family. Yeah, what's going on? They seem shocked. Now ominous music. Yeah, this can't be good. I'm really sorry, Elise. My brothers requested that we return to Heimdall right away. But as we're going back by car, I thought that I'd offer you a ride home. Elise, I think that you should go back with them for now. I'll call you later to make sure that you're okay. Well, alright. Sorry to drop this on you so quickly, Reen. I'm sure someone from the Academy will fill you in shortly. Fill me in on what? Yeah, what's going on? Okay. Well, that doesn't exactly fill me with a lot of confidence, I guess. I'd really like to know what's going on. You know, they seem to be good friends of ours, but they just leave us in the dark like this? Huh. Everybody's leaving all at once. Did everybody receive this mysterious phone call, but no one's saying anything about it? That's odd. Does anybody have any idea what's going on? I'm afraid not. I've never seen Father behave like that before. My mother's the same way. She got a message of some kind and just changed. Ditto my father. I think it was someone from Heimdall who got in touch with him. One thing's certain, something terrible has happened. My dad turned pale and was gone before I could ask what happened. It sounded like he received a report from Instructor Neidhart, though. Hold on, Neidhart's supposed to be... He was at Corellia Fortress with the 4th Armored Division on some sort of mission, right? Speaking of, has anybody seen Toa or Instructor Sarah? Oh, well, here they are. Could someone fill us in, please?
Students and visitors, I cannot thank you enough for your attendance today. I hereby proclaim the 127th Thor's Military Academy Festival complete. But I am afraid I must announce this with a heavy heart, as we have just received word from the Imperial Government that this evening, Corellia Fortress, which rests on the eastern border of the Empire, has been destroyed. No, destruction is an inadequate word. An unknown weapon has erased the fortress in its entirety from existence.
Holy crap!
I would ask that all of our guests, from that region or otherwise, please try to remain calm.
So what can we do now to help the people of Corellia Fortress? Well, stick around next time whenever we do nothing to help them. Also, in the end slate, I'll be dancing with the other two partners. Have a good day.
So, I have a potential sister-in-law now, do I?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Still, maybe you're right. Maybe I will go ask her. I do feel kind of bad leaving you here on your own, though.
I'm fine, really. Besides, if you spend all this time worrying about me, the music will be over by the time you ask.
Well, okay.
He's such an idiot. Oh, Elise. Your Highness? The generally accepted strategy here would be to keep his eyes on you, not push him toward another girl's tender embrace. If you were to only gather the courage to ask him, I'm certain that he would be More than accommodating. It's fine. I'm fine, honestly.
Milliam. Hey, Irene. Hey, aren't you gonna dance? Well, that's actually why I'm here. Do you want to go dance with me? Huh? Me? But I've never even danced with anybody before. No worries, you can just follow my lead. So, what do you say? Well, the leftovers of the food stalls were calling my name. But sure, why not? I guess if every other girl has rejected your offer, I can find room in my heart to help you out. Thanks? Oh, so we actually get to go, dance with a girl. With a guy, we just sit in a corner. God forbid we get to dance with the guy, too. Japanese games, my god. Okay, we get it. They're dancing. Can we move on now? Oh, so we get to sit in a corner too. Okay, we just get the extra scene of them dancing.
That was really fun! And even though it was my first dance, I was awesome out there. More proof that I'm good at everything, I guess.
You say that because you didn't have to lead. But as long as you had fun, that's the important thing.
This academy's got fun new stuff to do every time I turn around. Sometimes I almost forget I'm here on a mission.
Sounds like a problem for an agent.
Maybe. I don't know. It's like there's two of me. One was sent here by the intelligence division, and one's just an average student. But I don't know which of those two me's is the real one.
What do you mean?
It's just, I never even got the chance to go to Sunday school. This is the first time I've ever had the chance to live a normal life, and it's so much fun. But I feel kinda conflicted.
Milliam. I don't think I can give you an easy answer here, but I think that they're both you.
What?
You've helped us more times than I can count. Maybe that was because of your duty to the intelligence division, maybe it wasn't. But at the end of the day, you're a classmate and a friend to every one of us. So I don't think that knowing which part of you is the real you is quite as important as you think.
Maybe it isn't.
Maybe it's selfish of me to say that, but it's how we all feel. No matter who you are, you're still our friend. And I'd be happy if you felt the same way about all of us.
I do! Besides, for now, being your friend is good enough for me. I'm just gonna have fun now and figure things out later.
That's the spirit. Hey, Machias. Oh, Reen, weren't you with your sister? I asked her to dance with me, but she turned me down no uncertain terms. You on your own too? Yes, indeed. Dad's gone off to dance, so here I am trying and failing to stave away my boredom. Sounds like I showed up at the right time. Want to go sit down somewhere together? I figured that after today we'd both earn ourselves a drink and some rest. Well, beats the alternative. Anything to get away from all this hubbub. Let's go find a spot then. I did just want to take this opportunity, I know this is the end slate, but I just wanted to add this in post-editing, that I will not be doing other dance scenes. In order to do it, it just takes so long, you have to replay so many hours of the game to do it, and there's other easier access ways of finding those dance scenes on YouTube itself. You just type in, Trails of Cold Steel dance scene, and it pops right on up. So yeah, sorry about that, but just these three.
The past 2 days have been exhausting.
At least it all paid off in the end. It must have been even tougher for you, though, since you were pulling double duty taking care of the chess club.
You say that like the student council didn't have you running yourself ragged. But you're right. It all paid off. Makes me a little emotional to think back on it all. Hard to believe that the day actually came when I worked alongside nobles toward a common goal. Me.
That is hard to believe.
Our concert, the chess club's event, neither of those would have been possible without students from the upper classes. I never thought I'd be able to accept something like that.
You've come a long way since we first met. It seems like you finally started getting along with Usus.
You have to find someone to compete with if you ever want to improve. And arrogant nobles make for semi-decent competition, I guess.
It wouldn't kill you to be a little more
Why are
honest.
we even wasting our time talking about him right now? Changing the subject, I'd like to thank you. If I hadn't spent so much time with you and our other classmates, I can't imagine I'd have changed my attitude like this.
You're welcome. But given all that you've done for us, I'd say that we're about even.
I'm glad to hear I was somewhat useful. I wish Sis could have been here to see this.
I'm sure she can. She's probably watching this all from heaven by the goddess's side. She must be so proud of how much you've
I
grown
really
too.
hope so. The Academy Festival is a celebration of the educational experience, something commoners and nobles alike can enjoy. We have to be sure to keep it that way next year.
We will, whatever it takes.